What's up, my friend? My name is Monika and welcome to my porch. I'm just going to keep talking because you're rolling out your mat. You're trying to decide if you want to watch this video, but I know it's going to benefit you to the best that it can. So let's get into the present moment and I'll see you on the mat. So let's begin in a child's pose position with our knees to the outside of the mat, and then we're going to put our hands to the front of the mat and just slowly just sinking our heart to the ground. This is going to be our first pose in our full body yin yoga sequence. So as we are in these poses for quite some time, I just want you to focus on your breath. Your breath is the thing that's going to help relieve the tensions, the pains, and the sores. So you may be feeling some tightness right now around your hips, your psoas muscles, maybe even your buttocks, your quads, hamstrings. So this pose is just going to help soften and open for deeper stretches to come. So let's breathe in through the nose and then back out through the nose, and allowing the head to just sink to the floor, allowing it to touch the earth, and thanking the earth for being with us right now in the present moment. And it's not really the earth that we should be thanking, it's really ourselves that we're thanking. Thanking ourselves for being here in the present moment with the elements. So breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Really allow yourself to just relax, to find the ease with the breath in the pose. And in this sequence, we will not be using any props, so you'll be able to feel the difference between a video that has props and doesn't have props. So I can link one for you below. The props are necessarily for you to just have some, let's say, comfort in the pose. So say your butt right now is up in the air. If you had a block, it would help you ground yourself in the pose. So just alleviate the tensions. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Just like the gust of wind that we just had. Just allowing the discomfort to just go away. So if you feel numbness, maybe just move your hips a little bit and then just come back to the pose. Breathe in and breathe out. There is going to be a little bit of discomfort, but if it's really, really, really unbearable, then just readjust yourself and then come back. And if you'd like an added stretch, you could take your hands together and then bring them over your head. So this can also activate the area near your armpits, your biceps and triceps. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Very good. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And then come up to a tabletop position and just bring your knees a little bit together. Shake out your hips. Give yourself a little bit of a movement. We're going to move up to our shoulders. So we're going to take the left hand and weave it through the right side. And make sure that you're just resting on your shoulder here. You're not necessarily putting the weight on your head. So if you want, you could just hover your head so that way you get the motion of placing your weight on your shoulder, and then gently just lower your head so you're not straining the neck. If you'd like an added bonus, you could take the right hand, bring it over by the hip. That way you're opening up the shoulder as well. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Another variation is taking that hand and bringing it straight out. So this will help both shoulders to open up. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And as you're here in this pose, in whichever variation that feels most comfortable for you, that way you can enjoy yourself in the next minute. So as you're in this pose, think about your happy place. What is it that gives you joy from within, that lights you up, gives you a great big smile? When we feel discomfort, I really like to go into or relive some happier memories. That way it helps trick my brain into thinking that I'm actually there and I'm not in the discomfort. When I need to calm myself down, I envision myself on my surfboard in the ocean, painting, or playing with my cat. Just some examples of my happy place. So think about where you find joy. Is it outside? Is it inside? Is it with somebody? Breathe in and breathe out. Once again, if you want to go a little bit deeper, just place your hand to the front. Just shift your weight a little bit forward. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then gently come out of your happy place and come back to wiggling your hands and your feet, and slowly come on up to the tabletop position again. Just gonna circle yourself around, just feeling comfortable in your body, noticing the little kinks, the tensions. And take the right hand, let's weave it through, coming down onto the right shoulder, then gently placing your head down. Some different variations. You could take the left hand, bring it around the right hip, or you could bring it out in front. So I usually like to stay right here to start out with, just having my palm on the ground, just gently pressing onto it, so that way my body shifts back to the right side. Feeling a little bit of a spinal twist as well. So do what feels right for your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And this time, as when you're in this pose, notice where you are. So you may be, stuck in your head and thinking about the pain, but notice where you physically are. I'm outside on my porch. It's a bit windier today, so you might be hearing that in the video. There's light coming from the back, lighting up the fence, some of the plants. So where are you? Just start naming some things, and that will help you just get out of your body and notice that you're actually okay, that you're helping your body right now. And when you're ready, you could go a little bit deeper by placing your hand to the front or changing a different variation. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. You're doing great. slowly again start wiggling your hands. I'm coming back to the neutral of a tabletop. So we did our hips and our shoulders. We're just going to stretch our chest and our stomach a little bit. So let's come on down to a cobra. So you're going to have your forearms in front and you're just going to look up. You can rest your toes, point them out, and just look up, and then lift your chest up, bring your shoulders back, and look up. And as you're in this pose, just really think about the things that bring you strength. When do you feel empowered? When do you feel most authentic? Is it when you're in a certain activity with some certain friends? When you're in your passion? When you're reading a book? What are some things that bring you great strength mentally? What are some things that make you feel better? Where are you? And then think about your week. Did you perform any of those? Did you get yourself involved in those activities that really empower you and strengthen you? And look up just a little bit more. Just really opening up the chest here and the spine, bringing the breath to the areas of tightness and soreness. So in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And try to relax in this pose too. You don't want to be so tight, but you do want to lift yourself up so that way you are feeling your power, you're feeling your body, you're feeling that you can carry yourself. Breathe in and breathe out. And then this time just look down for a few seconds just to rest the neck, and then to the side and to the left. But keep that chest high. Keep yourself high. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. And then you're just going to lower yourself to the ground, resting your head on your back of the palms. Just diving into this pose. It's going to feel good for your stomach, for your digestion. Relaxing the shoulders here. And then as you're in this pose, think about how this week, how can you plan to bring in the things that strengthen and empower you into your schedule. Perhaps it is to drop one of your schedules and be a little more spontaneous. Maybe you can move a meeting to a different time and take about 20 to 30 minutes to yourself. Or you can hire a babysitter. That way you can have the evening spent with your spouse or with yourself to give yourself some self-care, self-love. But don't think too much into it. You can just focus on the things that really empower you. Just feel them in your body and notice how they make you more aware that this is the state you would want to be in more, that you really do want to make more time for, but it's just a little difficult right now. And that's okay. Just forgive yourself. That activity is going to be waiting for you. And when you rejoin to that activity, it'll feel like returning home. You'll feel very supported and loved. You feel like you've received a warm, inviting hug. So don't forget about your safe haven. Don't forget about your passions. Just remember that today you can start again. Today is your day. Breathe in and breathe out. And then slowly come out of the pose, just wiggling your hands, bringing the blood back to your face, and then gently come on up. And that concludes our full body yin yoga with no props. So my name is Monika, and if you felt a benefit, be sure to share with just one person, and be sure to like, subscribe, and see you next time.